First impressions, last impressions, very, very important in business, and we should not be getting those wrong. Hello, my name is Greg Story. I'm the president of Carnegie Training here in Japan and the author of Japan Sales Mastery. We're coming to you today from the High Performance Center here in Minato-ku in the very center of Tokyo. And when we think about it, first and last impressions in business are very, very critical, particularly when we're presenting. Because this is us on show, this is our personal brand, our professional brand, which is being put up there for everyone to take a look at. Now, interestingly enough, people are forming first impressions so quickly today. You know, we've been teaching high-impact presentations here for many, many years. It's a fantastic course on presenting. And when we'd ask participants, you know, how long does it take you to form a first impression of someone? They used to say, oh, a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes. Well, today it's down, that people are saying 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Think about that. If you're up there presenting, in 3 seconds, you have to nail that first impression. That's a fair bit of pressure. So we have to think about, okay, if that's the case, then how do we really make sure that first impression is the one that we want? So get there early, first thing. Don't turn up at the last moment, hot and bothered and distressed about you're not quite ready to go and you're running around organising things, looking chaotic. Get there early. Always get there early. Check the venue. Check your equipment. Last thing you want is just before you're ready to go to air and suddenly you find the slide deck's got a problem. And you've got to race around on the laptop and try and fix that, put your head down over the keyboards. It doesn't give a good impression. Get there early. Set it up. Where possible, get your slides up on the screen. Now, sometimes the organisers will need to have their slide up first. That's okay. Get the person who's finishing the introduction to switch over and put your slide up so that you're not worried about the tech if you can avoid that, right? If you've got to do the tech, okay, but if you can avoid doing that, better, because then you can concentrate not on the tech, but on your audience. So get there early and get to mingle with a few of the people as they come in. Hi, I'm Greg Story, I'm in Carnegie today, I'm giving a talk. And get to know them a little bit, establish a bit of rapport, ask them why they've come, what do they do, get a feel for your audience. And then usually at a lot of luncheon events here, it'll be lunch together first at tables and then you're called on to speak. So when you get up, your presentation starts from that moment. So how you walk up to the stage, the podium, very important. Move briskly, move confidently, move smoothly, glide up to the stage. When you get up there, don't start mucking around with the equipment. Don't start playing around with the laptop if you can avoid it. And certainly do not tap the mic and say, can you hear me at the back? You don't need to do that because you've already checked the mic when you first arrive. You know, hi, can you hear me? Unprofessional. You want to have a first impression which is your voice and what you're saying with your audience. So the first words that come out of your mouth have to be very well planned. This is going to set the tone for the first impression and for the whole presentation. So we make sure that's all going very smoothly. And when we begin, we might reference someone we talked to in the audience. Oh, I was talking to Tanaka-san just a minute ago, and he mentioned something very interesting that's happening in his industry. And now you're connecting you with Tanaka-san, who's in the audience, and that barrier between speaker and audience is now taken apart, and we're all one big group together. So we are a group, not I'm the speaker, you're the audience anymore. Very, very useful for build that rapport with the audience. Now, when we go through our speech, we're going to have 2 opportunities to close. This is the final impressions. You finish the talk, and you go into your summary or your close for the speech, and then you call for Q&A, and then there'll be questions, and then you do another close. Could be very similar to the first one, it doesn't matter. The point is you're forming the last impression, and you're trying to get your message across because you had control of the message up to Q&A, you summarise it, finish it off with a close, open up for Q&A. Now, questions can go anywhere, any topic, just completely out of your control. That's okay, you answer the handler questions, but after the questions are finished, you want to bring the control back on message, your message. This is what you want people to remember. You close it out, and then when you finish. Don't start setting down the laptop. Finish, close it there. Don't add anything extra. Come down off the podium, say hello to some people. Usually people want to give you their business card, come down, exchange business cards, chat with people. Work with your audience, not with the tech. Leave that alone. It'll take you, 5 seconds to unplug the laptop. That's not a big deal. Leave that. Talk with your audience, little rapport going there, exchange business cards. And as the crowd filters out and people are basically finished, then go back and close out the computer, close out the tech, wrap it up and go back. So first impression, last impression, very, very important. Make sure that you are looking for clarity at the beginning and at the end. At the beginning about how you present yourself, confident, capable, professional. At the end about your message and how nice a person you are because you're willing to spend time with people and get to know them and make those connections. If we get those first impressions, last impressions right as a presenter, we'll be very, very successful. And if we do that, we'll grow our brand, we'll grow our personal brand, professional brand, and grow our business in the community because people say, oh, that company, very, very good. I heard that president speak, he was very good or she was very good. People leave with a very good impression of our company. And that is what we want.